Hey guys, what's going on? Chad here, and welcome back to the channel. And we have a Spark Doomsday event going on right now. Now, some of you might know about this and some of you might not, but it seems that a lot of people's DJI Sparks are randomly just falling out of the sky. Kind of like the GoPro Karma did. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. From most of the cases I've seen, it happens literally when you take off and you get to about 10 to 15 feet, around 7 to 12 seconds into the flight, and it just dies and falls to the ground. I've seen a lot of bad pictures of how beat up they are, because a lot of us, including myself, take off from pavement and then we might fly over this and that and everything else, but you know, it's a little too late by then. So what can you do about it? Well, DJI, of course, has not recognized that this is a major Spark-wide issue, and they are handling cases one-on-one. So the steps that I have done to prepare myself, I am going to give to you. First thing is first, and some people hate doing this, but with the Spark, it's kind of different. But you need to update all of your apps and firmware. Get everything to the most current revision. If you didn't see my last video, even the batteries this time on the Spark got a firmware update. It said it was just supposed to increase and make the percentage and time more accurate, but definitely make sure that all of that stuff is updated. Now, the second thing that I recommend is to take off from soft ground if you can. Buy yourself a launch pad, 3D print yourself a launch pad. I know I've got a couple printers back here, and I'm probably going to print me a nice flexible one out of TPU that I can cram in the bag and take it with me. Or maybe even some landing legs to get it up off the ground a little bit. If you can't take off from grass, take off from the pavement and immediately get over something soft as fast as you can. That way, if the Spark does fail, well, let's hope for the best. The next thing is to make sure that you have your batteries pressed in all the way. Now, this is a very robust battery connector on here with a lot of terminals. Each terminal is dual-sided, so out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battery terminals, each one is basically going to press down on the actual battery contact in the back of the Spark. So it shouldn't be an issue with battery not making contact, but just make sure that all of your pins are okay on your battery pack. I keep pointing over there because my Spark's charging. And make sure the batteries are clean, the contacts are clean and free of debris. Another thing to keep in mind is that this has happened whether people are flying with Wi-Fi or using the OTG cable. So it doesn't seem to matter if you're using a cable like I do just so you can get better reception and less dropouts. Does not mean that you are immune to this problem. And I guess the last thing, stay up to date with what is going on in the world, whether through my channel, through other YouTubers, or through various Facebook forums. Let's see if people can work things out. The official DJI Spark forum has a few noted DJI reps on there that are helping people get through their issues that have already crashed and are having less than stellar support from DJI. But anyway, you know, just work through it, stay informed, stay updated, and that way, if something does happen, they can't blame you and say that you were on an older firmware revision or something else. And then the other thing that I notice is these battery contacts here. I don't even know what these are for yet, honestly, because nothing touches them on any charger, but I have noticed mine already and this and that. So you can only imagine that the same thing is happening to your contacts as well. So again, inspect those. I clean mine with electronics cleaner from time to time. The manufacturer doesn't recommend that, so I'm not telling you to go out and do that, but it's just a thought. And I guess finally, as sad as it sounds, because we love flying our toys and pushing them to the limits, but be mindful of how you are flying. Don't fly into a spot where you cannot get your DJI Spark, because I have seen other occasions where this random power and drop has happened literally 7, 8, 10 minutes into the flight while somebody is doing a distance test. So it's unfortunate. Keep an eye on your Spark, keep an eye on your IMU and your compass, keep everything up to date, so that way if something bad does happen, you have everything and every leg to stand on. Turn on video caching, all that kind of stuff, so you have as much evidence to give DJI, because some instances you're going to luck out, but in some instances they are going to want everything, and you're going to have to throw the book at them to get a warranty replacement or something. I've heard of issues even with people who have the Care Refresh plan. But just to point it out to you, replacement Spark without DJI Care Refresh, if you crash it and send it into them, $240. I've seen that number pop up a few times. Actually, $241 for a flat rate repair charge. It doesn't seem like they're just going to switch out a motor or anything else. It seems like they're really trying to hit people hard and replace a lot of items inside the Spark itself. So anyway, that's it, guys. Kind of a warning here. Stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to other people. Stay tuned to the forums, and we'll see you later.